the Goonies 2, where they're going down into the catacombs to find One-Eyed Willie. Well, we should be watching that instead. That's a much better movie.
It's a much better movie. Oh, we'll have to do that next time.
Yeah, review the Goonies. It's pretty good.
Because I found mine.
I can't believe how thin Sean Astin is in the Goonies.
I know, he's just a little guy.
And I like
how bad of an actor he was back then.
I like how every 2 seconds he's taking his asthma inhaler, and you would die if you took it that many times.
I thought it too.
You're supposed to have it 2 a day, not freaking 5 zillion. Oh, we got the rats now. Rats and spiders and birds and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Oh my. Oh my. There we go.
Yeah, you've not really been keeping your consistent Christine voice, have you?
No.
You've been an opinionated little minx today.
I wasn't trying to.
Oh. You're just supposed to be like, oh Mary, I can't take the spiders and the wolves.
Yeah.
I just saw a tarantula crawl on the floor. It's like he's trying to escape and get into arachnophobia with Julian Sands.
Yeah, he wants to flash forward to a better movie.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm on the wrong set. Yeah, 10, Julian. Yeah.
See, these scenes are really long and drawn out. It's just ugly people walking through the same set of caves over and over again, I'm assuming.
Yeah, with the same pictures of the same animals.
Well,
that are progressively less horrifying every time you see them.
Just a shadow of Julian Sands on the wall. That's sort of how I prefer him in shadow. This has got to be the same cave they're walking through. And I
will say that the deaths in this movie are pretty interesting. Except for the little dwarf death. His death was just kind of stupid.
That was quite anticlimactic.
Yeah.
In fact, they probably could have had Eric put the little dwarf in sort of a wrestling pit with a real normal-sized rat and just see who came off the better. That would be pretty cool.
Or he could have put him.
Oh, we just had an alien moment where he gets picked up by his head.
Oh, God.
Oh, we got a stupid line here if we can hear it.
It's not me. It's Paulette. That bitch. I know you a lot, Mr. Phantom.
I'm not a phantom.
I'm not a phantom. I'm a rat.
I'm a rat.
Oh my God.
And he says something like, I love animals. Oh dear.
Yeah, you can't see it, but I can cross myself.
Oh, fatality. He gets thrown on that big spike. It always reminds me of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And now this is a scene I really don't like. As I said before, I don't like this girl. I'm not interested in her. I don't care if she lives or dies. But we've got this really prolonged scene where she's just wandering around aimlessly, lost. And we just want the Phantom to come and rip her spine out or something. And nothing happens. Alfred! She's found his body. Shut your mouth, girl. She's got... Oh, the face. I mean, it's bad enough normally, but when it's all twisted up trying to scream and, tears and snot running down it, it's not good.
Well, at least you put some effort into it.
Yeah. If that was Asha, she'd just be like, oh, dead body. Ah, ah, ah.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's dead. Yeah, and then orgasm. I get keep doing that.
I haven't really got anything interesting to say in this scene. It's just this girl running not very fast away from someone who's going to kill. I mean, she's really just basically walking with a lamp, like Florence Nightingale. And now she's got a brilliant hiding place. She's just got herself into a little corner with some bats. I mean, there aren't really any really good jumpy moments when it actually makes you jump out your skin. I guess it's trying to set one up here where, with the silence and everything and the darkness, because we know the Phantom's going to pop up any second. But when he does, it's so stupid.
I know, he just kind of just steps into view. It's not even a pop moment. It's like he just kind of walks up.
Oh, no, I think she turns around and sees his face in something. Like he's got a mirror or a window in the rock. I don't know. I've forgotten what happens. I know it's stupid. Could this scene go on any longer?
It can, but if I have to hear those fucking violins for
Yeah, a lot of people go on and say how brilliant the soundtrack to this is. I don't think it's all that good. A lot of Phantom movies have great music, but one or two bits maybe. Oh, now she's scrabbling on the floor trying to get out of this movie. Please. Digging with her bare nails trying to get out of the film. I mean, what does she think? Seriously, you're in this tunnel system and you want to escape. Would your first mode of escape be to manually dig with your fingernail? How long is that going to take?
I'm going to burrow! Burrow to safety. This is the best idea ever.
Oh no, you're right. She got her foot caught on a rock and now the Phantom just appears. He doesn't pop up or anything, so you were right.
He just walks over.
I owe you 20.
Oh good, I'll hold you to that anyway.
Oh, Come on. And you'd think if your prey has actually caught on something, you'd use the opportunity to go over and stab her, but he doesn't. He just walks really slowly, and he's gone again now. I don't know how she's out running. And after that, she's still just walking. She's not running. I guess it's because she's got a limp, but that's no excuse.
No, I think she's just tired and lazy.
Oh, here we go. Hang on. I think this is the bit where we see him in a hole in the rock. Yeah, I don't understand that bit unless it's a really solid spider web he's standing behind. Oh no, this scene is unnecessary. This is where he comes and does he bite her tongue? Yeah, he bites her tongue out.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
I don't like that. That's just not nice. Ooh, that's not nice at all.
Well, and there's no finesse or panache to it.
Oh, here we go. The maid's going to whack Joseph Bouquet on the head. This is cool. And I love the look on Agio's face when she looks down. It's just a state of bewilderment for, like, the movie in general. Here we go. Ooh, owned by a maid. That's probably why she keeps her around. She puts up with all the sarcasm because she's just such good at hand-to-hand combat.
That must be it.
Like if she's bothered by Prince turning up at her door all the time, she can just unleash the maid. Unleash the maid!
Tell me to go home. Yeah, she doesn't use her words, she uses her fists. And maybe a chair.
Yeah, maybe a chair. I just love the maid. I'd love to see a spin-off movie with this maid. I did look online to see if she'd been in anything else, but a lot of these, like, this is an Italian movie, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Has it been dubbed into English or something like that?
I think it was. I think it was originally done in Italian. I'm not certain, but I'm looking into it because I was really confused.
That might explain the poor lip syncing in general.
Yeah.
With the singing. I mean, to be
there's no excuse.
I don't really notice that it's dubbed. It's dubbed pretty well with the dialogue parts.
Yeah, I agree.
But doesn't, you know, Dario Argento's other films, are they all in Italian?
I've never seen any.
Oh, I thought you had.
Look into that.
Apparently opera's very good, and something called Suspicia, but I really don't, because this has just put me off for life, and I don't, well, I sort of want to see it out of curiosity, because they can't be any worse than this. I think it's widely considered to be his worst movie, this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, but then you still find people who really like this movie. I know a few people who really like this movie.
What institution are they in?
None. And, you know, normally I would say that I would trust this person's word because I found that they had very good taste, or at least tastes that were coinciding with my own, except for when it comes to this film.
Now, this
and I don't know anymore.
We've got another scene here which does not make any sense at all. Like, have you ever seen Aeroplane with Leslie Nielsen?
Yes.
You know the scene where he's the doctor and he's attending a woman, and then for some reason eggs start coming out of her mouth?
Yes.
Well, that's this scene. You've got this guy in the manager's office, and he's suddenly taken ill by egg fever or something, and stuff is coming out of his mouth, like white stuff, and it looks like the scene in Aeroplane. It always reminds me of it. And it just makes no sense. Like, has the Phantom poisoned him, or he's having spasms as we speak?
Or is he, like, telekinetically forcing him to puke out this stuff?
Eggs.
Nobody knows. It's a mystery.
Ooh, that's nasty. He just spat up some of his egg yolk.
Mm.
No, this scene serves no purpose. I don't know who this guy is, actually. It's not the reporter, is it? And the two managers just go to the back like, oh yeah, another day at the Opera House. They don't try and dispose of the corpse or anything.
Alert the proper authorities.
Alert a trained medic. No. Oh, we got the scene on the roof.
Oh, what is that? What is, like... First of all, what is she wearing? What's with all
No,
the...
we've not got Christine. It's the people on the rat track.
Okay, I can...
Little naked fat people with little fat bellies and writhing on the rat. And it's so badly done. Oh, and here's Agio. Now, what is she wearing? I think she's wearing...
I don't know.
She's wearing her own hair braided around her. Or she's wearing one of his spare wigs that she's dyed.
It's probably a wig, or it's probably just some silly, like, stage prop cover that he found in the basement and made into a sexy dress. Or what he would consider a sexy dress. I would call it a dusty stage prop cover, but...
I wondered what that shot was then. It was an extreme close-up of Carlotta's tonsils, but initially I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Well, after what you just saw on the screen, it's like, that could be anything. You don't know. Like, you just saw a bunch of little naked men pinned in a rat trap, and then, it's like, I don't know, anyway. It could have been anything, I guess.
I love this close-up into Carlotta's screaming face. It's cool. It's like Dario told her that like she just read the script and now she understands, and then Dario took a photo of her while she was reeling from the shock. What's this scene? Oh, I think it's Agio singing. Oh, and apart from the lip syncing, she's just staring around having an epileptic fit or something.
Yeah, like, why is she freaking out and panicking? I don't know.
Those are her two modes of acting, freak out and orgasm. And that's it. That's all she can do. I've not seen her in any other films. Don't think I want to.
The only reason she's probably in this one is because her dad directed it.
And that's another thing that gets out of this.
I know.
The amount of semi-erotic scenes, but even if I was going to get some basic enjoyment out of them, it's always ruined by, I just get this voice in my head saying, Dario, it's your freaking daughter, man! Like, every time I see her bounce around in that dress, it's like, oh, no. Oh, Dario, what are you doing? I mean, imagining this little Italian man behind the camera, like, hey, my daughter's hot.
We need more bounce. We need maximum bounce.
Ah, she's crying.
Yeah, try and sing while you're crying like that. I guarantee you cannot do it.
Oh, and she's fainted. The movie's finally got to her. I've had enough. Oh, good.
She finally started to figure out that there's something going on here. And none of it's good.
And she's waking up to that doctor. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Open your eyes to see that doctor guy.
If I had to choose between anyone in the film to open my eyes to, it would be the maid or the doctor.
They're giving us something to sniff. I think it might be some feminine scent. There's another stupid line in this. I don't know if we've missed it because we keep talking all over it and I can't hear it properly anyway. And it's more fun to do this. But he says something like, your voice is like the sound of rolling oceans. But hang on a minute. If he's lived his whole life in the cellars, how is he going to have heard the sound of a rolling ocean? I mean, it's not like you can open a window in the Paris Opera House and hear the ocean. So how does he even know what an ocean sounds like? That's stupid. Actually, it looks like she's going to puke.
All those drugs they've been feeding her finally got to her. Poor thing.
Oh no, Prince has come to see her now.
Oh. Seriously, where did they dig up that guy? He's so ugly. I just can't even express to you how horrifying I find him.
That's probably the key to it. They dug him up.
Oh.
Oh, and now, hang on, let's see if we can hear some of this dialogue. Julian's turned up. He's listening at the door. That's one of your pet peeves about Raoul, isn't it? How he listens in at a door all the time.
Well, I just, okay, it's fine. I just get mad when people so staunchly defend him, but they ignore the fact that he does a lot of the same weirdo, stalkerish, freaky things that Eric does. And it's not good when either of them do it. But he's young and, he truly loves her. But it's like, he hasn't seen her since they were like 10. Okay? I don't know.
I wonder if he returns a scarf in this. That might have some feminine scent on.
Yeah, it probably has some, child scent.
She could give it to that pedophile manager.
Yeah, the pedophile.
He could sit there sniffing it.
He'd think it's great. But then he'd look at her and he would love it. It would just kill the mood.
Right, you mean look at Asia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For him.
I wonder if there's people who's into doves romantically. Maybe not.
I got nothing.
I'm just thinking of that hat, that's all. I can't stop thinking of the hat.
Yeah, don't think about the hat. It'll give you brain cancer.
Oh, no. Be fair to this movie, this is another scene that's sort of to the book, because they put Philippe in it. So, Raoul and Philippe are in this one, but unlike the book, Philippe is taking him to a dope den or something, a Turkish bath where there is a plentiful supply of dope. Is that what they smoke? What do they actually smoke, or is it hashish? I'm not really up on my drug culture.
Probably the latter. Or it's opium, maybe.
Oh, yeah, opium, yeah. I'm not
I would guess.
I'm not really up on my drugs, because just watching this movie is like being on some kind of weird trip out.
It's like a nutmeg trip out. Nightmarish and horrible and makes you really sick.
I don't really see the point of this scene. We got the Turkish bath with the fat people.
Well, we have to see Dario Argento, half naked again. And we have to see Raoul's consuming passion for her when he imagines them.
I'm seeing man flesh. Lots of man
there's
flesh.
actually a lot of naked men in that movie.
Maybe
it's kind of interesting for me as an American to watch it, because in American films you never see naked men, ever.
So it's sort of, maybe it's meant to be, so there's something for everything, there's something for everyone. So we've got Azure and that Goonies woman, and you've got those really obese men with the tiny genitalia. So is that fair to you? I mean, if you feel compensated enough?
No, I don't think that it's supposed to be operating like that, but no, I don't think it's fair. Actually, I do, because I think Dario Argento is really ugly, personally.
We'll have to agree to
We've
differ
talked
on
about that. We've talked about that.
And this thing's stupid. You've got these two fops fighting over something, like who was the best singer or something, and they wrestle in the water, and I don't know. And Raoul continues to take his opium pipe. I mean, I don't know if all of this is some massive trip-out fantasy or what. It'd probably make a bit more sense. And Raoul just sits there going, whatever. There's quite a lot of drug use in this film, actually.
Yeah.
There's this, and then there's the Maids. That's just funny. She's taking a crack pipe, and then Christine walks in with a dove on her head, and she's like, whoa, I've got to cut down on this stuff. This is another scene that gets me. This little prostitute woman who turns into Christine.
Oh, I know.
And I'm just imagining Dario behind the camera. She's like, Dario, it's your freaking daughter, man. And she's like, we need more licking. We need more breast pushing.
Yeah. He's like, okay, honey, touch yourself more. Good. A
Good.
little. Oh, great. Great.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. And pant like a dog. Yeah. Pant like a dog.
I'm sorry. Everything she does that's supposed to be easily suggested.
I love this bit here as well when he's like, is your name Christine or something? I always keep thinking of the England version. My name's Maddie. Tonight you shall be Christine.
Oh, God.
And then he just pushes. I mean, this poor prostitute wasn't doing anything wrong. She was doing her job, and he just knocks her over and brandishes a stick at her. And now he's breaking some fruit.
I know.
I mean,
why are you not be Christine?
And I love the way his hair. He's having a freak out. And
Freaks out.
his head is going up and down, and his hair.
is like, oh.
His hair hits this guy in the face, and he's like, ugh, nits, dandruff. He's just greasy and horrible. Oh, and now he's going down on him. Or it looks like he is. Oh, no, he's not. Thank heaven for that.
I was about to say, it's like, okay, what version of this movie do you have? I did not see that in mine.
He falls into the naked man's arms. Oh, no, we've got the paedophile bit. Forcing her chocolates.
Oh.
This is just something that didn't need to be in a Phantom movie.
What kind of horrible stage mother makes her daughter act in a movie like this? Be like,
Exactly.
okay, you're going to be fake molested by this man.
That's what I was thinking. Like, when this is another woman I looked up. This, well, to be honest, I don't think I did look her up because I don't know what the child's name is. I think it's just random pedophile victim number 3. But I mean, she's how old would you say she is? 8 or 9?
That little girl, maybe I'd go as high as 10.
Yeah, but
She's a little tall.
So she's going to be really excited about being in her first movie and everything. Oh, you're going to be Dario Argento. He's a big director and everything. He's got a wonderful part for you. And then when she finds out, I mean, I don't know. Can you imagine when she's older and she's trying to get a proper Hollywood part and they say, what films have you been in? And she says, I've been in Dario Argento's Phantom of the Opera. I mean, that on its own is going to be enough to get a blackballed for life. But if it goes better than that and they say, oh, okay, what part did you have? Oh, I was just a little girl who was chased by a chocolate exploding paedophile. It's not good, is it?
No. It's one of the saddest stories I've ever heard.
Don't cry, don't cry.
Okay. I'll be brave for you.
This is another unnecessarily prolonged scene with just a little girl running around. And he's following her, he reminds me of the, what's that film, in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with the child catch. Lollipops, come and have your lollipops.
Except for there was nothing even remotely appealing to children about that man. Every child would look at that guy and be like, this is a bad guy.
But he's got lollipops.
I don't care how much fucking candy he has.
He's just exploded in a shower of candy.
Okay, that's actually my favorite part of the whole movie, is just all that candy flying through the air. They tried to make it artistic and fun, I think, but I just thought...
This, to give it credit, this bit is probably one of the most artistic bits, because you've got that POV shot of her looking through her hands.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, it doesn't quite match up with the close-ups.
It really doesn't.
But you can give them credit for trying. And now she's escaped from being touched up by an adult weirdo to being touched up by another adult weirdo who's actually weirder than the adult weirdo who was touching her up before. Because he's stroking her hair on her chin and like, go home, child. And I think he's actually got more physical contact with her than the other guy. And at least he gave her candy.
No kidding. Julian Sands just gave her the bubonic plague.
And like I was saying before, if this is going to be so hard to get into his secret underground lair and everything, he just lets the child wander off on her own. And we've had all these other adults get totally lost and die in there, but he just lets the little dog go home, child. I mean, it must be the first on the left or something, or it must have a big neon sign saying home this way. And this scene is ridiculous. She comes back into the ballet class, and this ballet teacher, where have you been? Smack!
Oh, I know.
It's just so cruel. I mean, this poor actress has no luck at all, does she?
No. Poor little thing.
Everyone's laughing at her, and then this big gay dude says, you're a very naughty boy, naughty girl, sorry.
Yeah.
Smack in her face. Ooh. And we've got the little dwarfs. Those Steampunk Ratcatcher Chronicles.
I know that the dwarves are your favorite parts of Phantom movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just I don't know why they're in so many.
Yeah, I can't figure it out either.
I mean, it's in the Herbert Lamb, it's in the Maximilian Schell, it's in Robert Englund, it's in the frickin' Joel Schumacher one, it's in this one. It's probably in a load of others I can't think. I mean, Claude Rains is probably technically a dwarf because he's not very tall.
He's
So,
really short man,
yeah. I love this, the way he talks to the camera. It's like he knows there's a camera there. I will cut them to pieces! To pieces! Like, who's he talking to? Oh no, he's looking at his little steampunk machine. Oh, we've got the maid on a crack pipe, and then she sees the dove. Oh, that's some strong stuff.
Fuck my life.
I bet she never touched that crack pipe again after seeing how she walk in with a dove on it. It's not even a small dove, it covers, it's just a huge super dove.
It is.
Goodness me. I mean, what were they thinking with that? Oh, the poor dove. Imagine if it wasn't quite dead, they just impaled it on there, occasionally it twitches. Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, not even in Italy.
And that covers a lot, but not even in Italy.
Not even in Italy.
Oh, now I think she hears the Phantom's voice. It's inconsistent, this telepathic thing, because sometimes you don't hear it and she's talking to herself, and other times you hear his voice. So, was he a little bit closer to her? Like, was his wireless signal better? I don't know. And she's touching a candle for something.
He was hiding in her armoire, sniffing her pantalettes or something creepy.
What's a pantalette? I've heard of a pantaloon. What's the pantalette?
The longer kind.
What's the difference between a pantalette and a pantaloon?
They're longer.
Oh, okay. And look, now he's like, come to me, Christine, and she just goes through a door, and she's in the passageway, and she's found him. What happened to all the booby traps? What happened to the acid and steam traps that burn your face off and turn you into a stump?
Is there a passage to, like, these caves in every room of this opera?
Oh, it's the mice again. It's like, Cinderella, Cinderella. Oh, no, they're not mice, they're bats, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're rejects from Cinderella, the live-action movie.
I'm sure that there's, yeah, I'm sure that there's some musical somewhere or another with rats in it.
Not many spring to mind, but...
The Nutcracker? That's a ballet?
Oh yeah, there is a rat king in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Actually, I think this is the only part of the movie where I sort of like the music. He's playing something on the organ. It's probably a bit of classical music, that's why it's good. But it just sounds atmospheric.
But then doesn't she, like, sing that same weird, like... yeah, that thing? Or does he play that, like, does he play another song?
I really can't remember.
I can't
Oh, the steampunk rat catcher machine's gone past. That's just random. She just turns a corner and sees the little guys floating past on the little machine. This is quite good, this scene with the rat catchers sucking all the rats up, and it's got this jolly music like la 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 la.
I actually like the music there, yes. It's we're having a steampunk rat catching and killing adventure.
See, this should be what the whole movie's about. These two guys, the little machine, and the maid, and that's it. Possibly Carlotta.
She should have those big police sunglasses.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why, it's just I have a feeling.
You're really into steampunk stuff.
Me?
Yeah.
It is badass. It's fun. I like old school fashion, and I like machines.
I just noticed that this machine actually might be in the shape of a rat. Because it's got little well, the lights on the front seem to be his ears, and it reminds me of Dumb and Dumber when they've got the dog car.
Really?
I never know, or maybe it's just me.
More closely.
Oh, the little dwarf just got killed. He just looks up into the air and a propeller or something.
His death was so lame.
It's anticlimactic. He deserved better. He's not in the film long.
For him.
To be honest, I would have rather got rid of the big giant rat catcher because he doesn't really do much and he's quite ugly. I'd rather just have it one rat catcher, the little guy.
He has to come up and scream about how the Phantom and Christine were doing the nasty down in the lair.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. Well,
that's what he does.
That could have been done with the little guy. That would have been funnier, actually. That would have been quite surreal, the little dude. I just saw him doing the nasty. It reminds me of Mini-Me. This also doesn't make sense. Now we've got Agio at the other end of the lake with a boat on the other side, but it begs the question, how did the Phantom get across when his boat is on the other side? Has he got a rocket pack?
Maybe he swam. Maybe he sat in a basket and some rats came and
carried him. Well, they are extremely strong rats.
Maybe two of them did it this time, because he's a little bigger than he used to be.
Yeah, they're putting on a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Since that roasted guy's meat buffet from the beginning.
Right.
Roasted opera work.
And teeth tongue. Just like this is completely off topic, but I watched a production of, I can't speak Russian, but it's, Ivan the Terrible, whatever. A great movie, but it was all in Russian, and we didn't really know what was happening. It was really late, and I gave all the characters different names, and one of them ended up being named Towel. And then somebody put a towel over that sleeve.
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Now this is a bit of music I like, sorry, I was getting confused. I mean, it's a bit repetitive, it's just a few notes, but I quite like it, how it all builds, and it's quite dramatic. I just wish they could have... I mean, the layer and the cinematography and cinematography looks great, I think, but I just think it would be so much better if he was masked and didn't have the wig, and possibly was Jeremy Irons. Actually, I might be wrong about Jeremy. It might have been John Malkovich. I read it somewhere. It's either Jeremy Irons or John Malkovich.
Oh.
It was John Malkovich. I'm getting confused because there was a French movie planned with Jeremy Irons in, which I think has been cancelled. Some kind of French TV series. Have you heard of that?
No.
No, I didn't dream it, honestly.
I believe you.
Oh, here she goes again. This is like the monkey song.
Oh, I know.
And I love her facial expression. She goes all like orgasmic while she's singing it.
I think she was more like she's having a panic attack and she's screaming.
No, that was when she was singing on stage earlier. She was having a panic attack.
I'll have to watch this scene again.
When you can actually find your DVD.
When I can find it.
I can't believe we've been building up to this moment for like months and months, and you lose the Argento DVD.
I'm sorry.
That's just not... Oh, I can see somebody's ass crack, is it? I think it's Agio's. Is it? I can't tell. They both got long hair. Yeah, it was. I just saw Agio's ass crack. That's pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Oh, he's mounting her. Oh no. This has got to be the most unerotic sex scene I've ever seen in my life.
I know, both of them are just bad.
And even if he was, like I said before, if he's going to get some enjoyment out of it, it's ruined when you think that Dario, her freaking father, is behind the lens. It's just wrong.
Yeah. There's all sorts of strangeness.
And, like, is this the first time he's ever been with a woman as well? I don't understand. If he's been raised by rats, presumably it would be. But then they're having, like, their little smoke in bed afterwards, and he never mentions anything about how amazing it is, or that was his first time, or, like, oh, how beautiful it is to screw a woman, Daroga. You know, anything like that.
Yeah, something. That was...
He's just talking about I was raised by the rats. And
no.
I can't remember.
And then he has after sex with the rat.
Yeah, that's not right.
I know. It's like, yeah, it just didn't feel complete without your little hairy body squirming all over, my pants. So go on in there. And they do.
Do you think that he might be, have you heard of furries?
He's not a furry.
Actually, it might have been you that told me about furries in the first place.
Was it? I might have.
Sounds like the sort of thing you'd say. I wonder if the phantom character is in fact a furry, into animal. Well, no, there's a difference between bestiality and furries, isn't there? Because furries is humans dressed up as animals. But he seemed actually more interested... He's not really...
Go ahead.
Sorry, he's not really interested in dressing her up as a rat, is he? Although that would be quite funny. He's more actually interested in the real animals, which is more bestiality.
Well, he sees himself as a rat, so if you take it from that angle, as he said earlier, he is a rat, so for him it's not really strange.
Yeah,
it's
so
not,
in fact...
I don't know if you would call it bestiality. It would be like almost idea having sex with him would be sort of bestiality.
Yeah,
if you want to get all like...
technical.
But I don't really think this film deserves it, so...
It makes your brain break a little inside when you try and analyse it too much.
Yeah.